Hey guys, welcome to our review session for the statistics class. If memory serves me correctly, we were able to get through every single problem except for number 8. That was the only one we were able to get through. So I'm going to make sure we do that first, and then I'm going to hit a few of ones that I feel as though maybe we need a little bit more discussion about. Now, just so you know, I do not have a graphing calculator with me. So, what I'm going to say is that whatever questions you have, write them down, save them for me for when we meet on Monday. Okay, right before the exam, I will give you about 5 to 10 minutes to ask any questions, and then we will get right into the midterm. The midterm is going to take 2 days. I believe I'm going to split it into a Part A and Part B, and we will go from there. So, for number 8, I'm looking at, once again, I don't have a study guide, so I had to make another study guide. That's why this video is a little bit later than I was hoping. But it says a researcher wishes to conduct a correlation and regression analysis on two variables, x and y. The mean and standard deviation for x, I can't remember the numbers that we use, so I just made up more numbers, is 2.5 and 1.3 respectively. Okay, I'm hoping I'm right on that. The mean and standard deviation for y is 9.5 and 3.9 respectively. So mean for x, I said, was 2.5. Standard deviation for x is 1.3. So mean for y is 9.5. I can't remember what I said for the standard deviation, so whatever I said, ignore it. I'm going to say 3.9. I can't remember what I said. It could have been that. I don't know. And then we want to say if r equals 0.89, then the slope of the linear regression model is what? So we want to find the slope of linear regression model. So, in order to find slope, ladies and gentlemen, is we take the standard deviation for our y divided by the standard deviation for our x, and then multiply that by our r, which is 0.89. So we're going to take the standard deviation for our y, 3.9, divide that by our standard deviation for our x, which is 1.3, which actually ends up being 3 on the nose. We're going to multiply that by 0.89, and when I do this in a standard calculator on my computer, which, give me a second, I got to pull up, 3 times 0.89 gives us 2.67. So our slope is 2.67. Alright guys, so now I'm going to jump around a little bit, and I'm actually going to go to number 4. I'm going to make up the equation and that sort of thing, but I'm basically wanting to give you, once again, the idea of how this works. So we want to figure out the predicted number of sit-ups for a soldier who completes, let's say, 30 push-ups. So let's say we have our equation. Once again, the predicted number of sit-ups, that's going to be our y, so sit-ups is y. And let's say we have 10 plus 0.32 p for push-ups. Okay, and like I said, we're gonna say that he did 30 push-ups. We want to see how many sit-ups he can do. So s equals 10 plus 0.32 push-ups is 30. Okay, remember this equation comes from when we plug things into the calculator. Once again, I don't have that calculator, so if you are unsure as to how this works, you might want to ask this question of me before we take the test. Okay, so 0.32 times 30, ends up being 3.2 times 3 is so 9.6. So S equals 10 plus 9.6. So S equals 19.6. Round that, that would be approximately 20 sit-ups based on 30 push-ups. Okay? So there is that example. Our next example, I'm going to give you some histograms. Okay, this guy right here is skewed to the right. Okay, it's very light on the right, so we're skewed to the right. Okay, so your mean is going to be this way, and your median is going to be this way, and mean is going to be greater than median. Okay, because most of your information is in here in the median. A mean is going, this is going to pull the mean that way. This guy right here. This guy right here. So we're done with this guy. The second guy, he is standardly, normally distributed. Bell-shaped, symmetrical, mean will be approximately equal to the median. Okay? The third guy, okay, is skewed to the left. Lighter on the left, so skewed to the left. And the mean is going to be less than the median. Most of our information is here, but a few things out here pull the mean that way. Okay? So there's that. And guys, just so you know, that to me makes the review after what we've done in class. I'm going to give you a few a few minutes for questions, and coupled with me not having capabilities of showing a graphing calculator on here, and the fact that, like I said, we went through all of this in detail, and you'll have a little bit chance to ask more questions. I am going to go ahead and cut this video off, upload it to YouTube, and then if you're watching it, you've already found it. So, guys, enjoy your extended weekend, and we will see you on Monday.